Hello and welcome back to your normal Thursday weekly Forzathon video. This week we're jumping into the Winter Festival playlist for Series 24 to take on the weekly Forzathon challenges It's Like Fiat for the usual 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our festival playlist. As always with the Thursday Forzathon video, we will be checking out the Forzathon shop and all the festival playlist rewards available this week. So if you're new, subscribe, smash the like button, share with a friend, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this week's Forzathon challenges. So let's jump straight in and get It's Like Fiat completed, this week's Forzathon challenges, kicking things off with Chapter 1, Pininfarina. Long before Fiat merged Italian design with a quarter-gen Mazda Miata, there was the 1980 Fiat 124 Sport Spider. Own and drive this sporty convertible designed by world-renowned coach builder Pininfarina. So this week's Forzathon car, the 1980 Fiat 124 Sport Spider, was recently added into Forza Horizon 5 with Series 24, along with 22 other cars. The Fiat, however, is available at the auto show for just 25,000 credits. As always, I've got you guys covered with the tune. If you want to use it, just search the gamer tag Skippy4631. As always, share codes for tunes are in the description and in the comments below. Own and drive, hop outside any festival site or player house, let it rip for a couple of seconds down the road. Pininfarina complete. With Chapter 1 complete, it is on to Chapter 2, Lampredi. 1980, a Fiat 124 Sport Spider ran a 4-cylinder engine built by ex-Ferrari chief engineer Aurelio Lampredi. Let's see if it's got enough power to earn a total of 3 stars at speed traps. So for this chapter, we're using Old Faithful, the Los Arboles speed trap, with just a 35 mile an hour 1-star objective, a 100 mile an hour 2-star objective, and a really low 140 mile an hour 3-star objective. So let's go and grab ourselves 3 stars from this speed trap, and keep this speed trap in mind because we will be using it again for Chapter 4. So let's let it rip. The Fiat 124 should have no problems getting this done first go with the upgrades that are packed into this thing and being in class S1. That's 154 through the camera. So that is going to be 3 stars, and that should be this chapter complete. As the notification confirms, Lampredi complete. So Chapter 2 complete, it is on to Chapter 3, Homologation. Homologated for Group 4 Rally by Italian tuning house Bath, the 1980 Fiat 124 Sport Spider saw good success in the World Rally Championship between 1971 and 1975. Let's honour that success by winning a road race. Now switching my map over to road race events only, just to make that a little bit easier to see and find. Now any road race will do, sprint or circuit. I'm going to be heading on over to the Estadio circuit, where I have you beautiful people covered with a cheeky blueprint called Forzathon Chapter 3, locked to the Fiat 124 Sport Spider. Share code for this one, 854980296, or just have my gamer tag Skippy4631. Now, as we do need to win this race, and there's no reason to make it any harder than it needs to be, and the driver side difficulty doesn't affect the races for the weekly Forzathon challenges, I'm going to bump it down to New Racer. Here we go then in the 124 Sport Spider. Now this choice of event doesn't make much sense to me. The description for this chapter specifically said about this car winning World Rally Championships or Group 4 Championships, and here we are doing a road race. It would have made way more sense to chuck us into a dirt race. But hey ho, here we are doing a road race. Let's get to that finish line in first place. As we head around the final corner through the final checkpoint, that's across the line, first place. And there it is, homologation complete. So Chapter 3 complete is on to our 4th and final chapter, and we're going to be heading back to the Los Arboles speed trap, the complete folding top. The 1980s Fiat 124 Sport Spider had a wonderfully simple folding top design that could be operated one-handed by the driver from the front seat at a traffic light. Feel the wind in your hair as you rack up a total of 95 miles per hour at speed traps. Now, like I say, we are heading back to the Los Arboles speed trap, the same speed trap we used for Chapter 2, 140 miles an hour, 3-star objective, and we've already proved we can get well over 95 miles an hour to complete Chapter 4. But this should be an absolute piece of cake. All we got to do is let the 124 Sport Spider rip and get over 95 miles an hour through the speed trap. And there it is, 157 miles an hour. Absolutely smashed it. Chapter 4 complete, which also finishes off this week's Forzathon challenges. It's like Fiat, collecting 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our winter dry season. Now let's jump on over and check out this week's Forzathon shop, where we have another 2 auto show cars. Lamborghini Sesto Elemento 2011, 700 Forzathon points or 2.5 million credits at the auto show. Ferrari 430 Scuderia, very cool car, 300 Forzathon points or 300,000 credits at the auto show. Vanity items this week: 1 emote, thumbs up, and 1 Hands Italy race gloves. 75 Forzathon points for each of these. And as always, any spare Forzathon points knocking around, grab yourselves a normal wheel spin for 60 Forzathon points, or you can grab a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forzathon points. And let's jump back and check out all the rewards available on this week's festival playlist. So winter dry season rewards, we've got 70 points up for grabs in total. For 20 of those points, you're grabbing new to Forza Horizon 5, the Abarth 131. And for 40 points, another new car to Forza Horizon 5, the Alfa Romeo 8C. So make sure you are hitting that 40-point completion this week. 2 brand new cars that aren't in the auto show, the Abarth and that Alfa Romeo 8C. Moving on over to this week's online trial, Brains vs Brawn, Alpha Giulia 2017. This is available in the auto show, but if you don't want to spend the credits, you can pick it up here by completing this week's online trial. 2 event labs this week, 1 Ferrari 458 and 1 Super Wheel Spin up for grabs upon completion. Seasonal Player on Games makes return to the playlist, Flying the Flag, giving out 1 car horn police siren, a very popular car horn amongst the community. 3 PR stunts, 3 Super Wheel Spins up for grabs upon completion, and just the 2 seasonal championships this week, Country Run and Bulls on Parade, Maserati GTS and Lamborghini Huracan Performante up for grabs. Winter challenges, 1 treasure hunt, which I will have a video on the channel on how to get this complete, 100 Forzathon points up for grabs upon completion. This week's photo challenge, beach party, take a photo of any Lamborghini at Player Azul, the Rule Reyes Horizon cap clothing item, and finally Horizon open challenges coming through, pop and lock emote up for grabs. And finally, DLC rewards, rally adventure events, 1 danger sign, Canyon Snap, giving out a super wheel spin, 1 seasonal championship, Dune Dash, giving out the emote Takeoff, and finally the Hot Wheels DLC events, 1 Speed Trap, Dragon's Fall Speed Trap, giving out a super wheel spin, and the seasonal championship, Fire and Ice, giving out the Lamborghini Aventador 2012. And that wraps up the Winter Festival playlist and the Forzathon events and shop. If you have any questions about the weekly Forzathon or this week's festival playlist, do hit me up in the comments. I'll do my best to help you out. Like I say, make sure you are grabbing the 40-point completion for the Abarth and the Alfa Romeo. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you're new, definitely consider subscribing. Like button, share with a friend, stay safe, and have an awesome day.